All right, Dan Campbell says that he's shocked that the Detroit Lions are favorites over the Minnesota Vikings. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop video. We take a look at the injury report as well for the game Sunday. So Dan Campbell says that, he's shocked that, the Lions, are favorites, over the Vikings. Obviously, the Vikings are 9-2. Obviously, Vegas usually knows, but if you know what you're doing, you can beat Vegas. We all know that. Um, but at the end of the day, Jalen Rieger did provide some extra motivation by saying that he guaranteed a victory, that the Vikings will come through and get a victory, and he supposed to feel that way. They're 9-2. They only lost to who did they lose to, by the way? They lost to Minnesota. I'm Minnesota. They lost to the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. So yeah, them the only two, ball clubs they lost to. So I mean, obviously they beat us. They came back. I think kid from the area and KJ Osborne was the one that scored the touchdown. I think it might be on the flag route. He scored that touchdown on, and that, like I told y'all, that represented that it was still SOL, and the Lions hadn't turned that corner yet. And now once again, another turning the corner week. I think they had two of them. I think one of them being out of the first game in Minnesota to let people know that they still was for real. They are for real. They lost. They go up there and get blew out. They went up there, had a double-digit lead, and lost the lead, and that's been one of Ben Johnson's Achilles heel. Is that it's been one of his biggest weaknesses. He don't know how to preserve a lead, and he don't know how to continue to run the ball, run the clock out. Time management has been an issue for Dan Campbell when you're not talking about the amount of fourth downs that Dan Campbell continued to go with. But says Dan Campbell and the Lions being favored on the Vikings, I'm shocked by that. He said the folks in Vegas like the Lions this week. Detroit is generally favored by 1.5 in Sunday's matchup against the division rival Minnesota. It's apparently the first time in the Super Bowl era that a 10-2 team has been underdogs to a 5-7 team. The Lions have been playing better of late, winning 4 of the last 5, one after starting 1-6, but to be favored over the current number 2 seed in the conference, I really don't even know how to respond to that. I'm shocked by that, Lions coach Dan Campbell said in his Friday press conference. But there again, all those things don't matter. Point spread, who's favorite, this team finds a way to win. And if we're not ready to go and we don't handle our business, it's going to take every one of us, coaches, players, to win this game. That's what I do know, because they've got plenty over there. And again, a team that finds a way to win, those are dangerous teams. The Vikings beat the Lions 28-24 in week 3, in part due to the call that Campbell said this week he'll regret until he dies. But Campbell doesn't necessarily see being favored over the Vikings this week as a sign of respect. No, it's the same people that said we were trash when we were 1-6. So it's irrelevant, Campbell said. And if we don't win the game, then it's back to, well, we're not what we were. It's a fluke and blah, blah, blah. So it's all about, man, the next game right in front of us. That's all we can worry about. We'll see if the Lions can prove the odds makers right on Sunday. So at the end of the day, they seen how when we was healthy, how we handled them with ease. And in my opinion, simply winning this game ain't enough. Sending a devastating message, from Detroit, is what we need to do. We need to crush them. I don't care if we win by a point. It ain't good enough. If y'all gonna, bring some noise and let people know y'all coming for the next season or the next game and the next game and the next game, then we got to come out there and we got to pump them. You know what I'm saying? But if we don't come prepared, they have so much talent on that team, like I said in the beginning of the year, that they can easily, run over us. That's the type of team they are. They're a very talented team on both sides of the ball. So, ultimately, we lost a heartbreaker to them last year in Minnesota. This year, we lost a heartbreaker to them. Beat them at home last year, and this is an important game. Pretty much, you win, you stay alive. You lose, you win. I think the Rams got 9 losses. Only got 8 losses or something like that. So think about that. I think they only got 8 losses. We got 7. But they got 9 losses. We got 7. So we ain't too far behind them. So it really can tip the other way just that fast. We can go talking playoffs to talking, one of the top picks in the draft. Because you look at the records, the Bears are 3-10. You still got to play them. Saints, the Eagles got their pick 4-9. The Rams are 4-9. The Cardinals 4-8. The Panthers 4-8. The Falcons 5-8. Whole AFC South suck. You go to the NFC. The AFC. The Broncos 3-9, and then you got the 4-8 Colts and Jaguars, and 1-10 Texans. So, like I said before, this thing can really turn around at a drop of a dime. So which are we gonna go for it, or we gonna just start preparing for next year? It's up to them. But typically, this is a SOL game. This is a game they turn around and find a way to lose, just like the first turn of the moment game this year with Minnesota. This is something where they typically find a way to lose and see if they can seeing if they can change, see if they can change something. They do this and change. They win this game, it changes a lot. It's still a big momentum carrier into next year. So we got to wait and see, but I'm a bit shocked. Obviously, this hasn't happened in the Super Bowl era before. We're 5-10, we're 5-10 team, 5-17 favor over 10-2 team. But like I said, I think they view this Vikings team as that Lion team that was coming back and winning every game. That season we lost to Dallas in the playoffs. How they just coming back, pulling off miracle after miracle after miracle. I think that's how they view this Vikings team. Those Vikings, they both teams were very talented, honestly. Both teams was talented. Both. So I can't even sit there and say we wouldn't. Golden Tate, Calvin Johnson, and Dominican Sue. I think they had what's my man? Ezekiel Ansah. He just fell off the face of the earth. But but apparently he a bit shocked, and like he said, it don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. When that football snap, Minnesota they gotta take it as a sign of disrespect. You 9-2, and they got you as underdogs to the Lions. The Lions? Come on. Of course they gonna feel a certain type of way. But it is what it is. But let's see if we can pull up this injury report real quick as we continue to go forward. So here we go. So Derek Barnes, Chase Lucas. Hold on, my bad. Derek, I don't know who was Coyote Asosika out ankle. Derek Barnes out knee. Chase Lucas hamstring out. Evan Brown guard. He was limited Friday. He doubtful. Will Harris hip questionable. Jeff Okuda illness. Khalif Raymond illness questionable. Quarterback Nate Suffield backup. He ill questionable. Taylor Decker elbow full practice Friday. Deshaun Elliott full practice Friday ankle. Frank Ragnow foot full practice Friday. DeAndre Swift ankle again full practice. Jamal Williams hand full practice. So Jonathan Bouliard, defensive end, bicep is out. He didn't practice all week. CJ Ham, fullback, status. He practiced Friday. Hunter practiced Friday. He ill. Theo Jackson ill. Patrick Peterson ill. All full practice on Friday. Harrison Smith limited with a neck. Garrett Bradbury center limited with a neck. He questionable. Christian Darrisaw full practice Friday, questionable concussion. Eric Kendricks inside linebacker for practice. So that's the injury report. We'll see them illnesses. It's that time of year that they tracking. So both teams got a little a little injury, little sick, little bug going around. But yeah, we had a lot of surprises on the injury list. This year, guys that look like they was gonna play didn't play. I think Romeo Core is actually returning this week as well. So you get the return of Romeo Core finally. I don't expect much from them out there. But once again, they are playing an odd front, even front. So he get to put his hand in the dirt. I think standing up last year, asking him to stand up and do some things. It hurt him. Now naturally he put his hand in the dirt, but it's gonna take a minute for that transition to kick in from Achilles. You might not see the best of him until next year. In addition to that, he probably come back on a prove-it deal here. So, but we did see Anchors can't come back, hit the ground running from the same injury. But then again, the stats show that people significantly lighter. Is the stats say people significantly lighter can bounce back from those injuries. So, we know he's significantly lighter. So, but hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know in the comment section. Peace. Check out the Trailer Line Talk playlist.